Hi, it's Mark from Training Spark here, and over the next series of videos we're going to run through the steps involved in setting up the Business-to-Business Toolkit for WordPress and LearnDash. Now this plugin introduces the concept of organizations to your WordPress and LearnDash site, and these are the clients that you sell your online training to. So they could be small businesses through to big organizations or charities or schools or anything like that, and the intention is that you set up a new organization for any client that you work with. And this will help you to manage users within them and groups, set up means of registration, and things like overbranding. All of these can be managed on an organization by organization basis and help to really tailor your content for the clients that you work with. So to guide you through the process, we're going to create a fictitious organization called Home Tech. And over the next series of videos, we'll go through all of the steps involved, and this will help you to see all of the features of the plugin and how we set them all up. So once you've got the plugin installed, you'll have an item on the left-hand menu here called Business-to-Business Toolkit, which has all the features within it. And the first thing we want to look at is organizations, which is the page I'm on here. And as you can see, we've got 3 example organizations already set up. And we can see within this their logos, users associated with them, and we can manage certain aspects of each. And what we're going to do now is click on Add New Organization, and we're going to create our fictitious organization. So we'll start by adding a title and giving it the organization's name, which in this case is Home Tech. And now I'm going to talk you through the settings that we have for each organization. And the first section we come to is branding. And as you're aware, the plugin can allow members of certain organizations to see custom branding when they log in your interface. And this is where we set this. And we'll talk about this a bit more in the next video. But for the purposes of this, what we want to do is add an organization logo. And this is generally good practice for adding any organization because the organization logo appears in certain places in the interface. What we'll do is click on Upload Logo, but just to point out, the best file types for this are JPEG, PNG, and GIF, and the logo should ideally be between 500 and 800 pixels with no empty space surrounding it. And what I mean by that is that the logo file shouldn't have any white space around, and ideally should have some transparency behind it. So you'll get a better indication of what I mean by this when I upload it here. I'm going to click on Upload Logo here, and then click on Upload Files, select it from my computer, and then click it. And if we look up here on the right, you'll see that there's no white space around this logo. It goes right up to the edges. I'm going to click Use this file, and now that has been added. And the next thing is a feature intended more for developers, but what it does is it adds custom CSS code that you can use for amending the theme relevant to particular users of organizations. So you can customize other bits of your theme's CSS here, and this would appear only to people in this organization. And we'll talk about this a bit more in the next video and show you how this works. But for the purpose of this, we'll just leave that one blank. The next option allows us to choose whether to show or hide the organization branding to members within the organization. So you might want to upload an organization logo, but not give the option for organizations to overbrand it for their own members. So you might decide that you've got an organization in here, but you want to keep your own branding in there for that, and that's perfectly fine. So in that case, you would just choose hide. But if you do want to show the organization's branding to their members, you would select show here. And now we have a number of generic fields that might apply to your organization, and these are mainly for your own internal use. What I'll do is just add a few bits here. Just as an example, I'll just populate these, but it's the standard form fields you would get: telephone address, country, website, contact email. So I'm just going to fill these in quickly. And now that we've added that, we can go up to the top here and then click on Publish. And what we see is that our logo has been added here. And if we come across to the organization section here, we'll see our organization is in here. And at the moment, it has no users or groups associated with it, but that's what we will do in the next few videos.